I know it's mostly enough that I haven't reviewed the most of Rebound Bales, but as of this moment, by the time of this recording, I just finished Season 1 and I'm completely in Season 2. And yes, I have the knowledge of most of all the characters in this. Well, almost all of them. So, since that one Cartoon Crisis, I guess I'm gonna have to review an episode that people consider one of the worst from the show. And that is Nom Nom, where we get to see the second appearance of Nom Nom himself. So, the episode starts with Icebell making food for Panda and Grizz. I'm gonna call him Grizz, I'm learning my mistakes. And Grizz completely watches a video while Nom Nom eats lemon, which is hilarious. But then he sees another video while Nom Nom completely flips out of a signing. And it wasn't like anyone got into his face or something like that. He completely flipped out by kicking some books and then completely, mostly causing so much trouble. And this actually completely affected his fame of internet fame, which completely concerned Panda and Grizz. As for Icebell, let's just say that his limited speaking roles really makes him a really great character in this episode. But since this is a terrible episode, let's go get into it. Nom Nom completely lost his fame because of the controversy that he caused of the fight that he automatically caused. Well, it wasn't a fight, but it was just basically an outrage. Well, a really furious outrage. And with Nom Nom completely not internet famous anymore, Grizz and Panda are really depressed, while Icebell is just acting nonchalantly. I will probably be him, because after what I've seen from video makers, you should probably not trust Nom Nom whatsoever. But then, when he completely heads out, he completely sees Nom Nom in the front, in the outside. Yeah. You actually didn't expect him to actually do something like this, but apparently, oh boy, this episode can really make you despise him, even though this is his second appearance in this entire show. Now, Panda and Grizz thought of an idea to do a video where it can give Nom Nom his popularity back. And I can really tell you, it's gonna lead to some serious consequences, especially that Icebell just wants no part of this whatsoever. Believe me, he really knows that there's something going on between Nom Nom. And one of the biggest issues with this is that Grizz and Panda are really dumb in this. I know that's part of the character on not being intelligent, but Grizz just completely condones on helping Nom Nom gain popularity despite the fact that he got kicked out from his limo. It may be it may be the first time he met Nom Nom, but at the same time, this is the episode where you actually get to see the true personality of Nom Nom. I will admit that my review on Video Makers was really a mixed bag, considering that people didn't like that episode because of how Nom Nom was portrayed. But when I look at this episode, I can really understand why. So anyway, the Bales, except Icebell, decide to help Nom Nom making a video that will gain his popularity. So I can really tell you that after this montage, you can really see the true nature of Nom Nom. So after a montage, which was, for what it is, alright, we completely see that the fact that Nom Nom isn't really friendly whatsoever. It's really obvious for anyone who's been watching this show since the very beginning. When Icebell was about to get ketchup, Nom Nom completely takes the ketchup also, and he tries to pull it, but Nom Nom resists. And when Nom Nom resists, Panda had to do everything to have Nom Nom let go of the ketchup, which caused Nom Nom, which completely lift off Nom Nom and crash into one of the walls in pain, which completely made Panda and Grizz defend Nom Nom. Yeah. It's one of those stories where you completely see the characters not seeing the whole story, completely go aside with a different character who is mostly the enemy, while the best friend or brother are just completely their enemy. Yeah, it's one of those stories, and even for a show like this, I really cannot take this plot seriously for how it's portrayed. Unlike Adventure Time with Kaguya the Heart, which was executed much more better, this episode tries way too hard to make you see Panda and Grizz completely side with Num Num after what Ice Bell did to him. Not only that, when we completely see what Num Num is truly capable of, oh boy, it's gonna be a really shocking turn of events that you're gonna see from this character. So Ice Bell goes to one of the buildings that is by his house, and he completely sees the full plan of Num Num. And my god, it involves his sharks, and he's planning on having the bales being a swimming pool, and he's gonna go out to save the day, but sometimes he really thinks that the bales might die, and dumb enough to actually fall for it. Yeah, let's get back to the screenshots. He had the idea on adding sharks, which completely made Ice Bell completely concerned, and he tries to do a rescue, which will give him his popularity back. And then when you completely see this image, yeah, you can really tell into why people absolutely despise Num Num. No one in the entire planet will go this far. Num Num is honestly a sadistic person who would stop at nothing to become popular by any means necessary. And just by seeing his cameo from the We Bell Bells movie, I honestly think that the writers didn't know what to do with him other than just being a joke to the main characters. And as for Ice Bell, he tries to investigate, only to fall into Num Num's trap by getting stuck into a cave. That is the face that I'm pretty much using for the thumbnail for this review. Seriously, you cannot trust a face like that, even how cute it is. Now, with Ice Bell completely depressed, he tries to get some help by having some other stranger to help him out to have his brothers take him out from the tunnel or cave, or what you call it, or the whatever you call it. Sorry. But apparently they didn't listen, and they just continue on making the video, leaving Ice Bell in depressed and loneliness. Getting back to Grizz and Panda, I can really tell you that you should probably side with them, but for how this episode is, I honestly think that they should probably be small enough to actually know what is actually going on. I get that they haven't went through experiences with school because they never went to school, and the fact that they're not really the rudest people like what Num Num is in this episode, but at the same time, it's honestly hard to actually look at these two characters thinking that they can side with Num Num after everything that happened. Not only that, when Num Num completely requests the two to go into the pool, he honestly takes advantage. Especially the fact that even while he's doing this video, the people were inside, were still in the pool, so he didn't even bother to have the other people getting out. I get he's trying to make this video realistic, but still, I honestly do not understand onto how he managed to get popularity after this episode, but I'm gonna get to that soon. So anyway, the mail people, the delivery mailman completely saved Panda from getting stuck into the cave, or whatever you call it, or the digging section, or whatever you call it. I'm sorry I keep making these things wrong, but at the same time, I'm trying to actually understand what they are. I'm not the best at remembering everything. Anyway, he managed to get out of the tunnel, and while the video begins, Num Num completely releases the sharks into the pool, which means while having the other humans getting out, while have the two pandas still in the pool, with most of the people recording from their phones. I honestly think that Num Num really went too far on just making a video on trying to save the lives of two pandas that he despised and completely taken advantage of. And when he tries to save them, Panda and Grizz is completely scared of the fact that there's sharks in the pool, and then he completely takes Num Num, who is about to do the rescue, and completely destroys something that Num Num was using in order to save their lives. You see what I mean? How much they completely make this video way too seriously? It's honestly unbelievable that a show had this, that an episode like this had this ideal. And then when Panda and Grizz, Num Num are screaming in fear, Icebell returns with a toy helicopter that was from the mailman's delivery boxes. He uses it to save Icebell and Panda. For some reason, this small toy is strong enough to hold 3 pandas and a koala. I don't know how that's possible. Even for a cartoon like this, this logic is still not acceptable. And when Num Num when Icebell completely kicks Num Num off of his rescue, he completely got into the cotton candy machine, and he completely turns to cotton candy, which actually got the attention from the other swimmers. Yeah. That's it. That's how Num Num got his popularity back, and everyone just forgets on the wage that he did in that video that I just showed you all, y'all. I really got nothing. I'm really serious. This episode really made me convinced onto why people absolutely despise Num Num in this show. I know that I haven't reviewed the majority of... I know I haven't looked at all the Num Num episodes. Again, I'm trying to keep on track for real this time. But just watching this episode, geez, they really push way too far. And the fact that Num Num actually needs help from 3 characters that he absolutely despises, especially Grizz, I honestly think that he really doesn't even know how to learn from his mistakes. Not only that, Grizz and Panda never apologizes to Icebell, and Grizz only likes Num Num because of the videos that he did. After this, I have no idea. It's mostly debatable because these characters still hang out with Num Num afterwards in some of the episodes. So I honestly think that this ending is honestly really depressing. Then again, this is one of the first episodes from the show, since that this is the first season. So I honestly think that they probably had to flesh out these characters more. The only thing that makes this episode not redeemable is that they didn't apologize for Icebell for what happened. Not thanking him from saving, not completely apologizing to him for seeing who Num Num really is, but the fact that Icebell saved their lives from getting eaten by sharks. If that isn't something that people can have no apology after saving your life from, then I don't know what is. I'm really honestly disgusted of how they completely portray Grizz and Panda as stupid. Even Panda has some kind of intelligence in this, and the fact that he instantly got fooled with by Num Num. I know that those other episodes that people expected me to review, since that they're probably worse than this, but considering that I'm from the first season and I'm trying to work my way up to watch more episodes, consider my opinion on this. This episode really goes to show that Num Num is a terrible character for all the wrong reasons. It's honestly, they're trying to make him really mean when it comes to his popularity because fame mostly gets into it. But whenever they try to make an episode where it actually involves him completely upset and throwing out his anger towards others, especially manipulating the bears, except Icebell, in order to get his popularity back, it makes this episode really unpleasant. And I honestly think that everything in this episode could have rewritten much more better if it didn't actually involve Num Num being a selfless jerk. At this point, I honestly think that what they did in this episode is honestly just shows what Num Num truly is. All I can say is that if I'm ever going to review an episode involving Num Num, which is probably going to be the 4th time in the future, because this is the 4th time I'm talking about Num Num, despite the fact that he did appear in the We Bare Bones movie, and I did show a screenshot of him, but that doesn't count because he wasn't the main character. I really got a bad feeling of what he's like in the later episodes. Overall, this episode was just bad, and it's honestly one of the episodes that I don't think that anyone should waste your time on. You will probably, if you want to watch this episode to see how terrible Num Num is, then go right ahead. But I can say is that after your first viewing from this, you're probably not going to see this. You probably don't want to watch this episode again. I give this episode a 3.75 out of 10.